1, 2, 3.
This is Localish. The stories we are obsessed with.
There's a fashionable dog out there and he dresses better than you.
I will pizzafy anything.
It's almost the perfect childhood toy.
My big dream of owning a home in LA started very, very small.
So obsessed.
One man's trash is another man's treasure. The beer can house. John Milkovich, pride and joy. Ripley's, believe it or not, has estimated 50,000 cans. I think he enjoyed how much people came by to see it.
You came to visit back in high school. You kind of have to either know it's here.
A hidden gem in Houston, yes.
People would stop by once they got to know him, and they just bring over a six-pack. Let's go have a seat.
I think there was a lot of drinking involved.
You know, it sounds like it might be a funny thing to see a beer can house, but really when you get in here and look around, a lot of work went into it, and it is art. It's amazing.
He said he wouldn't go around the corner to go see it, but he would lie awake at night just thinking about what to do next with this place. This is one can at a time, handmade, hand cut, hand processed, and one man's hands. The backside here are cans that were flattened out. Now here is the stacks of processed cans. These garlands are can tops and can bottoms that John would cut out, and then he would connect them with this wire. Tops and bottoms, about 6 foot to 8 foot in length, and it takes about 4 to 6 hours to make these.
The fact that he just did it for fun is, I think that makes the story a lot more appealing.
Beer can tops and beer can bottoms, making this beautiful sound, which this is what makes the beer can house the beer can house. And all four sides have different garlands. They all make different noise, they all have a different look, and they all take a different amount of time to create.
We didn't think anyone would kind of do this, you know? Like beer can be, you can decorate with really anything, but really covering your house.
This right here is the most intricate one that he has. It's a can top that's been cut out and just kind of linked together with this very light gauge wire. They'll take about a whole day to make. He finished doing this mid-80s. It's been several decades and they're still holding up.
Hashtag obsessed.
The whole reason why we started this was to celebrate why pizza is so popular in the US.
Pizza Brain is two things. It's a pizza shop and it is the world's premier pizza museum, specifically of pizza culture in America.
1, 2, 3.
And there's never a pizza museum, and we thought that's so obvious, why don't we do that here in Philadelphia?
It takes 500 items of any kind that are unique to each other in order to qualify for a Guinness World Record. So we have at this point probably double or triple that in our collection.
I'll look at all the artifacts or the things that they have. It's pretty neat.
It's good stuff. Michelangelo here, great. You know, he's got the pizza.
There's some articles that we found that date all the way back to 1894. It goes on to chronicle when pizza actually exploded, because a lot of people don't realize pizza was pretty unknown until about the late 1960s in the US. It was an exotic food. We even had to teach people how to pronounce it. People actually had to be taught how to say the word pizza. Can you imagine?
There's some like vintage pizza boxes, it looks like. It's intriguing.
We have magazine covers, we have comic books, we have toys. It's everywhere. We have items that are in the floor. We have items in negative spaces in some of the shelving. And in a lot of cases, you have to discover what is actually being exhibited to you, including this awesome pizza remote. And it's just a remote that controls your VCR. New technology. We have this large collection of a couple hundred albums and 45s that each one of them has something that relates to pizza.
Pizza pays the bills. The memorabilia thing is it's free. You can come in and walk around, check everything out, but we're a pizza shop. It's our business.
If you want a big slice with the topping, Pizza Brain's a good spot to go to.
One slice will usually be good for lunch. They got funky names. I can never remember all the names.
Patrick Maxwell, that's our cheesesteak pizza, and that's kind of a nod to famous cheesesteak places here in Philly. Pat's and Max's up in North Philly.
This is the Ollie Dodger.
Ollie's been around for probably like 3-ish years now, I think. It's a Mediterranean, it's a Greek. We use these marinated artichoke hearts that are probably good enough for like a cheese plate, and some Kalamata olives. It's very rich.
This is the Forbes Wagon Sense, Vermont's finest smoked pepperoni.
Did you ever count how many are on there?
73, exactly. It's the perfect number. I tried to name one after my cat, but it didn't fly.
We love street food, we love junk food, and so we like to pizzafy it. The Hoagie John's exciting. Basically a hoagie pizza with soppressata capicola, with all the peppers, sweet and hots, with a long hot aioli that we put on there, with some citrus in there. Philly's a pretty big hoagie town, and long hots are also something that you see on a lot of Philadelphia menus. I defy you to challenge me to a pizza offer. I will pizzafy anything. The Felix, for example, it has Gruyere, it has caramelized onions, and it has fresh thyme on it. When you eat it, it reminds you of something, and we usually don't tell you beforehand, but afterwards you realize, like, oh, that tastes like French onion soup. No one had thought of a pizza museum before. People came from all over initially. The museum got them in here, the pizza made them stay.
At AQUAMERMAID, we make mermaid dreams come true. We teach children and adults how to swim in a swimmable mermaid tail. It's a lot of fun and a great workout. You know, who wouldn't want to be a mermaid? Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm a head mermaid at AQUAMERMAID Chicago. The mermaid community is growing. Mermaiding is a thing worldwide, and we have pods all around the U.S. and in the world.
This is a whole new way of swimming that I've never seen that. I didn't even know like this existed.
I mean, what else could we do on Sunday except become literal mermaids?
So at AQUAMERMAID, we start with a swim test and a warm-up. Then we move on to learning our dolphin kick and basic synchronized swimming techniques. And then during the last half of class, we do a lot of games and challenges. And then we also take a lot of photos because being a mermaid is a very memorable experience. So we love to do a little photo shoot at the end of class. Mermaiding is a great total body workout. You're working your back, your glutes, your abs, your arms. So overall, you're toning, you're working on your cardiovascular fitness while swimming in the mermaid tail.
It's not as easy as, you know, everyone thinks. They see the fabulous mermaids sitting on the side and they never know how much work they actually have to do.
It's a lot of work. It's challenging in a way I didn't think it would be. It's so much fun.
I've never had this much fun in the water ever. It's such a blast, and I get to work on my abs too, so it's 2 in 1.
And this does wonderful things, not only for your body, but psychologically. It makes you feel so beautiful and powerful and strong.
It's a very freeing experience.
It's almost meditative. It's rather wonderful for mind and body.
We have free mermaid tail rental with every class, so you don't have to bring your own tail. If you have a tail, you can bring it in, and that's great, but otherwise we provide the tail and we provide all the instruction to swim safely in the water like a mermaid.
Whether you just started, whether you've never been in a mermaid tail before, it doesn't matter your swimming level, as long as you have an interest and a want to learn, then we have plenty of people here to help.
Coming up.
This is the first ever Sanrio-themed dental office in the entire United States.
Later.
I quickly realized that people are more interested in dogs than they are in people.